Any views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by the journalists and guests are solely that of the journalists and guests and do not reflect the views, opinion, policies, or positions of Positive Lifestyle Management.
Hundred strong, hundred strong. What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey man, check this out. We back with another episode. I'm back with the OG Fiji. Hey, Fiji, we got some troubling news that happened, right? We got some news that happened in Chicago. It's gonna be terrible. Terrible for the children. It's gonna be terrible for the elderly. It's gonna be terrible for the streets, man. The passing of Big Dale, one of the pioneers of peace, the peace movement in Chicago, which was taken on by Tay Savage, FYBJ Man, King Yella, and others, man. Big Dale was out there pushing peace, man, before he passed away. He's the father of Fat Shorty. And I got the homeboy Fiji, and we about to tell y'all a little bit of something about Big Dale, man. Fiji, what you got to say about this situation?
First of all, man, I want to send my condolences, man, to Dale's entire family, man. His mom's, may his father rest in peace. His father is Milkman, the Chicago legend, another Chicago legend, Milkman. May he rest in peace as well. His son, Fat Shorty, and as well as himself, man. I want to send my entire condolences to them. Big Dale, man, was a true pioneer, man, because he was really pushing peace. I remember when he first started out, man, and my man's Samuel from the West Side got up with me and said, "Hey, Fee, man, I need you to get behind Dale, man. He on the mission. Get behind him, man." I got behind him. I supported him. I truly support him, even when he was going through his stuff with Les and a few other peoples that was on internet, man. I tried to curb it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to curb the situation between him and Les. I was trying to play mediator and everything to try to calm that stuff down, man, because it wasn't good for the message that he was pushing. But I was behind him. I was behind him. May he
Yeah,
rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace and condolences to his family. Now, me and Big Dale, we had a little bit of rocky relationship at first, but we ironed out our situations. And that's the thing that came to me about Big Dale. It seemed like that he can work out situations with people that he's had altercations with in the past. And I actually like that about him. I like that about him, that he was a forgiving man. He was a good-hearted person. And I know it's a lot of people out there that's gonna be like, well, Big Dale wasn't always an angel. Big Dale wasn't always a saint. What about the people that he hurt back in the day, back when he was doing his thing? And that could be true. Big Dale may not have been an angel or a saint, but in his later years, the man tried to do something powerful for the city of Chicago. And that's what the youth got to understand. That's what the adults got to understand. So pay condolences and pay tributes to this man for what he actually ended up doing. He was a gang prevention officer, right? Fee?
Yeah, he was a violent prevent. He was into them violent prevention programs. And I remember when you and Dale had y'all altercation. Remember, I think I at one of those conversations, I mediated one of those conversations, got y'all on the line together, so that we could iron this out because I seen the good in you and I seen the good in Dale. So I wanted to say, man, we got a mission to do. So yeah, he was deeply into that, and he was going into the trenches, bro. I mean, he was going into as they call it, the jungles. He was up in there, bro. He was in there in them neighborhoods talking to those young men, man, and was making a great difference in their lives, man. He's going to be missed, and I think right now, man, it's going to be hard filling his shoes, bro. It's going to be hard
Yeah,
filling those shoes.
Yeah, those were some shoes, that was really too big for the average person to fit right there. Big Dale, he definitely meant a lot to his community. He was one of the people that could go into different communities and bridge the gap between younger brothers. He was well respected, and I don't know how feared he was, but he was definitely well respected out there in them streets, man. The only person that I know that can go from O Block to 63rd talking the talk of peace and actually trying to push it and actually mean it, man, because it's a lot of fake people that's out here pushing the peace, bro, too.
I think where we really gonna miss him at is that I don't know if nobody was being groomed to come behind him to continue to push what he was pushing. He has a documentary that he was doing called Drill Killed Our Culture. And so he was working on this documentary, and I was supposed to be a part of that documentary, but we never had the opportunity to link up, and we never had our schedules never coincided where we can link up and he can get some footage of me. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to our brother Dale, man. Something else too, man. The little guy that they call Swiper. I need to get into this here. And they call him Trenches News. Him and Swiper was going back and forth. This is before I had ever heard of this little guy Swiper. And I was trying to say, Dale, why are you wasting your time, man, uh, talking about this dude? And he said, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, big brother, that dude is a rat, man. That dude is a confidential informant. He was the first person that I heard say it, man. He was the very first person. By me not having no evidence on it, I just sat back and watched, man. And then as things unfolded, man, now we see that what Dale was saying about the guy Trench's News is absolutely correct, man. He was a rat, and he is a rat, and he's a confidential informant, you know. So he was the first to say it. Dale was the first to say it. I hadn't heard I didn't even know who he was. I spoke to this little guy before on the phone. You know what I'm saying, with him and another brother. And I spoke to him, and Dale told me that this dude is a rat.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I think the streets of Chicago probably knew that, but YouTube didn't know that. And if you look at him from the YouTube perspective, you would probably think he was a real nigga because he was around a lot of real niggas. But as we see, it was a lot of fake niggas around those real niggas as well. Um, it's this video that I want to show you because this is big news in the city of Chicago, right? So I'm gonna pull up the homeboy True Teller, man, and let's hear what True Teller had to say about Big Dale.
One of Chicago OG legends, man, passed away. Shit hurt my fucking heart, man. R.I.P. to the homie Big Dale, Fat Shawty Daddy. We finna talk about this. This strong, man. So hit the like button. Let's push this video up to the top. Dale was a legend in this shit. People don't realize he was like a real OG in this shit. Well respected. He had a past and shit. His kid's part of the drill culture. But he didn't have that mindset the older he got. He was one of the first people to push peace, in my opinion. So we finna talk about that. News broke that Big Dale died due to heart complications. Man, that shit hurt my damn heart. Dale was my dog. That was my dog. I'ma miss it, dog. On some real shit. That was a good dude. I interviewed Dale 3 times. I talked to Dale. It's times Dale was with me and we didn't do an interview. It's times Dale was in the room with me when I was doing interviews and shit like that. Dale was really a good dude. I consider Dale a friend. Dale called me, checked up on me. Dale gave me advice about my kids and shit. Remember, my son was getting older. His ass almost 15. And Dale used to give me advice and all kind of shit. He was a good dude. He was respected. He was like an OG. He come from that street shit. People know him. He was like a leader and shit like that. His son, Fat Shawty, actually passed away due to gun violence, so he done lost a lot of people and shit like that. He was real close with Cass, Uh, just a real crazy situation, man. According to reports, he passed away due to heart problems. Uh, yeah, a lot of people credit the rappers with the push.
All right, man. That's Truth Teller. That's Truth Teller. He's saying that Big Dale was basically a great guy, man. A good friend, and not only a good friend, but was behind the scenes keeping the wheels in motion on the push for peace in Chicago. Now, what do you think about what Truth Teller had to say about Big Dale?
It's true, man, and I support what Truth Teller said, man. And shout out to Truth Teller, man, because everything I've ever seen of him on the blog, man, has always been fair and balanced, man. I've never seen him dog nobody out, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Truth Teller, man, for saying that, because Dale was one of the very first ones pushing peace, and he was doing it publicly, man. He was doing it publicly. So I give shouts out to him for that, man, to see how the young brothers, man, it's like what's that, FYBJ Main, and a lot of more of them guys, man, are changing their stance and everything, man. You know, we just got to keep it. We just got to keep it moving, man, and continue to be positive and productive, man, and carry their legacy on. You know, it's hurting. You know why it's hurting? Because each one of us had our field. You got your field that's towards the betterment. I got my field that's towards the betterment. Dale had his platform that was towards the betterment. We need somebody, man. Somebody got to step in and fill that void that Dale and left, man. Somebody has to step in, bro. So that's what we got to be thinking, though, Brother Lowe. Who gonna fill your void when that platform? If you happen to be hiatus, we always got to be training and grooming people to come behind us, man, to continue can own the work that is being done. You got to groom somebody that's going to come behind you the same way I'm grooming somebody now to carry on behind me. We got to continue it.
Yeah, and it's not too many people that's going to be able to step up and do what Big Dale was doing. You know, he had everything going for him. He was an advocate for decreasing the violence in reality, not only on YouTube, you know, not only for skits and for fun and games. He was a priority of peace. And it's going to be hard to fill his shoes because not too many people can travel from O Block to 63rd and be well respected, man, out in the hundreds, the west side. It didn't matter what Big Dale went. The respect was there. Big Dale was very clever as well, man. I talked to him. That guy was witty, man. He was witty. He was able to talk, come rapid fire with you, whatever. You know, that guy was real witty, and he was a good fellow, man.
Yes, and he's gonna be missed. So we have to pick that mantle up now. We got to pick that mantle up, bro. It falls on guys like us now, man, to pick that mantle up, man, and really push for peace, man, to really do it, man, because that's the only way we're gonna save our future. We can't talk about them and not be there with them. We can't talk about them like that. If we're gonna talk about it, we got to be there to give them different alternatives, man. You know, so that's that awareness, man. That's the awareness that is laid down in the blueprint of a new concept, man. Being aware of what's going on, man, and then setting other alternatives for ourselves, man. So, damn, man, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you how things go, bro. In this phone, I'm gonna show you something, bro. I'm gonna show you. This is real, bro. This is real. Yesterday at 10 something in the morning, right? Is at 10:53 in the morning, bro. 10:53. I hit Big Dale up. I say, Johnny Page told me you were in the hospital. Get well soon, little bro. Then later on that night, Johnny hit me up again and said, man, Big Dale died. I never get rid of that text, bro. I never get rid of that text. Never. The last live Big Dale did, I was on that live. I was on that live with him when them said that's the last live that he did, bro.
How was his demeanor on that live?
Great. he was dead. This was like 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. I was on there with him. I was just happened to be up, and I heard him on the live, and I chimed in.
Right.
I started chiming in. Then he invited me to come on, and I came on and I spoke.
It's kind of strange that you text him yesterday, and then do you think of that? Like, damn, I texted him yesterday, and that night I didn't get. You didn't get an answer back or anything, did you?
I didn't get an answer back. First, I was calling him. I was FaceTiming him. I was calling him because I had called him a few days ago. And I wasn't getting it because I needed some guidance on something, right? And he didn't answer. So I got up with Johnny, and Johnny said, man, Dale in the hospital. So I'm just thinking, okay, people, he'll be okay. So, we get caught up, we get busy. So I got busy. And then when I really hit him, I started FaceTiming him. Then I started hitting him because he wasn't answering. I said, yeah, man, JP told me that you was in the hospital, man, and get well soon, little bro. And then later on that night, I can't, what I'm saying? Signs and symbols are for the conscious minds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Signs and symbols are for the conscious minds. So may our brother rest in peace, man. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, yesterday was 2/18/24.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what those numbers mean, but they will always be with me. 2/18/24. Because that's when I reached out to him at 10:53 a.m. That's when I reached out to him.
One thing that you did do in this particular video right here is you spoke on Trench's news and Big Dale telling you that he was a rat, right?
Right.
So Trench's, he actually made it a video about Big Dale, right? And
Right.
I just want to let you and the audience hear what he had to say about Big Dale, and then I want you to chime in onto it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Pull him up. This nigga be doing a lot of talking. I got to get into it.
That's the way due to hard trouble. Big Dale has passed. Man has passed away due to hard trouble. Big Dale has passed away due to hard trouble, man. Fat Shouty Daddy has passed away. Big Dale. I know we had a lot of problems on YouTube, man, but I don't like to see nobody, pass away, man. I really don't like that, bro. We had a lot of disagreements, man. He felt like his mission was this way, and I felt like my mission was this way. I just felt like, by him being older, he would understand me and try to help more. And I felt like he was helping, he was the problem. He felt I was the problem. But, minus all the bullshit, his son, me and him, we always respected each other, Fat Shouty. And even when me and Cash got into it, Fat Shouty had called me and was like, Swipe, what you on, man? That's my boy, man. You my boy. His son was a hustler, bro. Like, his son was a straight hustler, no killer, no none of that, bro. Just a hustler, just happened to be around people who probably was doing this shit, But Big Dale, he was helping out. We seen his work. He was helping out. He was helping out the community. No matter the little or the most that you do, it just a little bit helps. The community, man. So it don't matter how much you do for the community, man. As long as you try to do a little bit, man. And Dale did that, man. He was working with Pastor Brooks now, and they was, trying to fix what he did. Dale was in the streets too. He was in the streets. His dad was from the streets. He always stressed that. The problem that Dale had with me is a situation where me and Skinny them had got into it. And it was some funny shit to me because I ain't know nothing about it. But the people family who Skinny was saying killed them, they the ones who sent the shit to me. They sent it to me like, Skinny want to play with you? Swipe, put this, say this. This at the time when Skinny was saying, HK was pump faking and he got on his heels and all that shit. He was claiming HK whole time. All I was trying.
All right, let's get up out of that goofy right there, man. He obviously is gonna up himself. You know, he's gonna promote himself, the gangster shit that he did. All right, so what do you think about what he said about Big Dale?
First of all, I appreciate the fact, man, that he didn't get on here and start dogging Dale out. All right. I appreciate that. And we need more of that, but that still don't alleviate the fact that he's a rat. That don't alleviate that. That don't get you don't get no pass on all that. You know what I'm saying? But I sincerely appreciate the fact, man, that the young man didn't dog Dale out. He didn't dog him out, you know, because he was really dogging Dale out when Dale was alive. But Dale knew the truth about him. And I was okay, do what you need to do, bro. Get it out there. And eventually it came out. It came out.
Yeah. I want to just say, you know, that I'm glad he didn't try to diss Big Dale or talk down on him, but he kind of sneak dissed a little bit in that, you know, saying his path was going this way, his path was going that way, and they just had problems. But you know, I kind of imagine that Swiper will come out with that sort of video. I don't imagine that he'll come out with one, you know, marking him, even though I think he would. I know for a fact that the nigga would. But he came out with that video because Big Dale, like I said, when it all boiled down, Big Dale had a
But did you
great
see
heart.
up in it? But you see at the top of his look top of his screen, it ran that OTF Varney was terrorizing the neighborhoods until he wound up in a wheelchair, something like that, right? That's right over the fact that you're talking about Dale. Right up above that, you talking about some other trash that don't need to be spoke on if you're speaking about Dale. Why would you put, you know, man, it's okay, man. But that's how it is. That's how this stuff operates. I'm new to it. And I'm gonna try not to ever fall into that category. All the thing I'm gonna do is continue to push the truth and the facts out here, man. And the truth is that Dale was a stand-up brother, and that is a fact, man. That's the truth, and it's a fact.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, that we really lost the legend, you know, out there in the city streets and on these YouTube streets as well. A lot of YouTubers came out, and you know, we don't like to, like, I wouldn't diss a dead man, you know, even if he was my enemy. I wouldn't diss him if it was anybody. But a lot of YouTubers, man, they actually had a lot of genuine love for Dale. They understood the movement, they understood the reasoning, they understood the cause. And I want to send a shout out to all those YouTubers that actually had love for Dale and what he was doing. You know, like Trench's News just said he felt like he wasn't doing it the right way. What do you think about when he said that?
That Dale wasn't doing it the right way. That you remember that when Dale came on board, when him and Trenches really started getting into it, Dale didn't even have 1,000 subscribers, bro. He didn't have 1,000 subscribers. Trenches News was the one that was really pushing the envelope at that time. But Dale came in with a different mission. He got in his lane. I had explained to him, like, bro, create your own lane. Create your lane. So that way you ain't in nobody else's lane. He created his own lane. And he stood with it, and he stayed down with it. And I'm with him for that. And I stayed down with him. When Bruh gave me the word, said, what is the word when the word is given? Move out. I was given the word, man, to support Dale. Man, my man asked me to support him, and I supported him wholeheartedly. Did I agree with every method that he took? No, but he understood it. I didn't understand it. So if he understood it, I'm gonna stand behind him with it. You know, because it was his mission. A lot of people don't like right now. Do I understand your mission, your goals, your vision? You understand it. As a brother to you, my job is to support you. Have I ever not supported you, even though I didn't agree with a lot of the things that you was doing? I never turned my support away from you. I never turned it away from you. I've always stood there, and I've always tried to give you my advice. And I'm going to continue to support you. That's what I did with Dale.
Yeah, man, powerful words. All right, like I said, a lot of YouTubers are chiming in on this situation. some of them might not have good intentions and what they feel about Dale or what they're gonna say about Dale. What do you think about if a YouTuber come out and say that, I really didn't agree with what he was doing?
Okay. Do we agree on everything that we all do?
Nah.
No. So I don't have a problem with a person disagreeing, because we can disagree without being disagreeable. But if the person start dissing them, then that becomes a problem, man, because you dissing a man who was really out here in the trenches doing the work. You really dissing a genuine person that was out here, that put his life on the line, all the way to the point that he would neglected his own health. We see the
Right.
end results of it. We see the end results. He was
Right.
really pushing. He was sincere about it.
Yeah, he was dropping jewels too, the morning grapes. Like I say, the
The
morning
morning
grapes.
grapes. Yeah, he was really working, bro. So if somebody dissing the Dale, now that's disturbing. That's really disturbing. And we know now that it's really about trolling and clickbaits and all that stuff, man. If you start dissing a man who was really pushing peace, who was really trying to stop the killing, and who really did. Because if you notice, look how it has died down. Look how it died down. Along with a lot of other things that help make it die down, Dale was part of that. He was a part of that.
Yeah.
Helped to change the narratives of what our community was and what was going on in our community. He helped do that. So we can't dismiss him.
Yeah. Hey, it was an issue going on with a New York rapper, what's his name? Paparazzi Poe, Alpo's son.
Yeah.
He said that, yeah, he gave Big Dale the nickname of the new Larry Hoover. Now he gave that to Big Les, and Big Dale felt that he was out of pocket by, saying something like that.
Okay. That's the stance that he took. If somebody tried to say, gave me that title, you know what I'm gonna do? I can't say I'm not gonna get on here and I'm not dissing Les. I would never diss Les. I would not gonna diss my brothers under no circumstances, man. I'm not gonna diss none of our peoples. But if somebody tried to give me that title, I'm gonna say, no. There's only one. There will never be a new. There's only one. There's only one low.
Yeah, that's what Dale said. Actually, he said, basically the same things that you say. So you brothers actually thought a lot alike, as I can see.
Yeah. So now I don't know the response that Les said, because I wasn't aware
I
of
don't think
this.
he liked it. I don't think he liked what he said. I don't think he liked what he said.
Rightfully so.
And
Rightfully
that's
so,
one thing
because
about Big Dale, man. He would confront you head on about things that you out here reporting on YouTube. You got to keep it honest. You got to be objective. You got to really, pay attention. And I like that about that brother, that he would get up here on YouTube and he would come at people, and then he would be man enough to make amends.
And I like what Les did. If Les disagree with the situation, I like what Les did, man. Because I got Les on speed dial too. I talk to Les as well. So I don't have no animosity with any of our brothers, because we all have a mission. We all have a job to do. And so my job is to share the minuscule amount of wisdom that I have with our brothers, and hopefully they'll share their wisdom with me.
All right, man. You got any last words to say about this whole entire situation?
We have to be able to understand, man, that all our lives are precious. We are all precious, man. Our lives are precious, man. And so when we see our brothers and our sisters out here, man, it's our responsibility, man, to always to try to carry them and uplift them, man. Especially the ones who are good for the community, that's doing good in the community. Those that's not doing good in the community, then they need to be exposed, right? But for those who are doing good for the community, bro, we have a responsibility, man, to uplift them and carry them, man. And on that note, I want to say this here, man, continue to rest in peace, bro, and understand this here. Man is not the body nor the soul, but a spirit and a part of Allah. Man cannot die long as Allah live. So long as God live, man cannot die, because we are one and the same, man. We are part of Allah. So rest in peace, my brother. Your spirit continues to live. Your work is going to continue to move forward, because somebody's going to step in and continue that work that you've been doing.
Yeah, some big shoes to be filled. You know, rest in peace and condolences to the family of Big Dale. Like I said earlier, we knew about the hospital situation for about a week now, right?
Yep.
So we already knew about it. We was praying that the brother was gonna pull through and get back up here, give us more morning grapes, and give us more meaningful content. That's what Dale brought to us, meaningful content. He brought a caring heart to the streets of Chicago. He will be missed, and you know his work did not go in vain. His work did not die along with him. The work will continue. You know, we got brothers out there with boots on the ground every single day trying to make something positive happen out of the city of Chicago. It's just said today that we are discussing one of the bigger brothers, man, one of the leaders of Chicago. And rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Big Dale.
I want to add one thing. The work that we do, right, on out here on social media, man, on these, as they call us, bloggers or whatever, right? The work that we're doing, it's not pretty, bro. We don't get them hundreds of thousands of views and none of that, bro. We don't get those because we're not out here promoting trash. So when you promoting positivity, bro, expect to get the small amount of views, but you just got to keep going, and hopefully, man, that our work catch somebody, man. It reached the hearts and minds of somebody, man. So don't get discouraged, man. For us that's doing this work, man, continue to do the work, because we're doing a mighty job, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this session off right here. And you know, everybody just keep Big Dale in y'all prayers, stay peaceful, and you know, pray for Chicago as well. Pray for the country. This ain't just going on in Chicago. Big Dale was just one of the bigger guys, like I said, all over the country to get out here and do this, man. And actually come through pushing peace, man. I used to love the old stories that brother used to share, you know, on his channel and stuff like that, and telling us the history of Chicago from his point of view, from where he saw things. But like I said, man, I really appreciate the homeboy Feet Taylor for coming up here, you know, and doing this thing with us on this channel. And we'll be back later, man. We'll be back later with more news, commentary, and everything else. Feet Taylor, before we go, man, why don't you tell the people about your new clothing line?
Oh yeah, man. This PLM, man, attire, man, the wear, man. This I love growth, man. This is our new design here, and I would sincerely appreciate, man, is everybody support. Come out and support, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the money goes back. We don't make a lot of money. It goes back into being able to get content out to the peoples, man. You know, so continue to support, and all the peoples who have supported PLM, man, continue to support and support Members News and Real Members Only TV. Support all the channels, man. That's what we need to do to support each other, man. And so thank you all, man. And thank Real Members Only podcast, man, for news podcast for having me on, man. Thank you, my brother.
Yep. With that being said, I just want to say peace.
Peace.